Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the BRIO in the Box podcast. Today we have Kelsi with us.
Hi, David.
I was just talking to your husband.
Yes, you were.
Yes.
And now you get to go with me.
Yeah. How's it going?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm really good. So we're going to start out with life of Kelsi. So where are you from?
I am from Melville, Saskatchewan, which has 2 streetlights in it.
Nice.
Which I think is more than what Jess has.
Okay.
Because Jess has stop signs.
Yeah.
I grew up there. I have 3 sisters, and my parents are there. My dad grew up in just...
They're still there?
Yes.
What do they do there?
So my dad worked... They're both retired now.
Okay.
But my dad worked for SAS Power, and then my mom was a nurse. So
Cool.
stayed. My grandma and everybody's there. So
Is there a hospital there, or is it like...
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, there's a
It's
hospital.
a thriving metropolis. It's booming.
There's CN, there's the hospital.
Okay.
You know, my sister and her husband own a Quiznos and yogurt place.
Really?
So they expanded there. Yep.
Cool.
So, yeah. And then did a bunch of things. I played a bunch of school sports.
Yeah.
Ran SRC, ran Students Against Drinking and Driving. I pretty much,
Okay.
you name it, I pretty much did. And then after school was done, I came here for university.
Cool. So Students Against Drinking and Driving, what made you get into that?
Okay, so I did everything, let's
Yeah.
be honest.
You're just
But that was one thing that we ran lots of events and we did check stops and we did everything as
cool.
a school. So instead of, I think MAD's more
Right.
prominent in Saskatoon.
Yeah.
But no, SAD sort of ran everything like that. So we would team up with the police force and run, there's like a main highway in Melville.
Yeah.
So we'd stop everybody on the main highway on the way to Yorkton.
Interesting.
And then you get sometimes being like, I think we'll handle this car. You guys can just step back for a little
really?
bit. Yeah,
Because there'd be actual people drunk.
exactly.
Was there much of an issue? I know like it used to be a thing to like get hammered and go driving on the small roads in small towns. So
I think that stays on farm roads,
Yeah.
not necessarily highways.
well, that's good.
Yeah.
That's probably better for everybody.
Yeah.
What year was it when you came to Saskatoon? Do you remember?
I graduated in 2012.
Oh, wow.
So
So
then
young.
I know. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, no, I graduated in 2012
Okay.
and then started engineering right out of high school.
Cool.
Did
What
that.
kind of engineering did you do?
Chemical engineering.
Chemical engineering. Okay.
Yes.
So you and Mike work at the same place, just different jobs, obviously.
Yeah.
Do
So
you work directly together or not really?
not really.
Yeah.
So we work for Delco. So I work in the water division.
Yeah.
So I sell/design water treatment plants for
Okay.
municipalities, First Nations. So like, I don't know where everybody comes from, but like Kenniston, Davidson,
Yeah.
like all small towns, a bunch of First Nations in Manitoba, Churchbridge, Landenberg, like all those kind of places. So they'd be like, oh yeah, we have water from either a dugout, let's be honest, because it's in Saskatoon, it's
Yeah.
in Saskatchewan, or a well, and be like, we need to drink it, make it work.
Cool. So you'd be handy to have in the event of a zombie apocalypse for sure.
How do I make clean water? As long as you have everything that you need, sure.
Okay, that's good. We'll keep you around.
Yeah.
So you're pretty busy as a kid. Did you do sports or anything in university?
Yeah.
Yeah.
In university?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's how I met Mike. So I played rec, volleyball,
Yeah.
basketball. We threw in some inner tube water polo in there.
Inner tube water polo.
Yes. And what else did I play? I don't know. That was it really in
Okay.
university. Mike and I met playing beach volleyball at
Yeah.
the Scuzz when
At
that
the
was the
Scuzz.
thing.
Okay, I remember hearing about the Scuzz.
Yes.
Was that the Sutherland?
That's the Sutherland.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, see, you're too old,
I
David,
know.
that you don't remember that.
I didn't live here. And I didn't party here. I was too old.
That's
When
funny.
I moved here, I wasn't a partier anymore, so I never had the experience of the Scuzz.
And now it's all gone. So
Yeah.
it doesn't matter.
I know. I heard it like you would walk around on the floor and it would just stick and
Yeah, it was
smell
all
funky
carpet. It was disgusting.
yeah.
Yes.
I don't mind that I missed that.
No, exactly.
So you and Mike met playing
Beach volleyball.
Okay. Were you
Yes.
just on a team together or just
Yeah, we ended up subbing a brother and sister. He knew the brother, and I am best friends with the sister, brought us both in to play.
cool?
And then he said he was unsure at that point.
Oh.
So we played more volleyball together before we started dating.
It wasn't love at first sight.
No,
You had to work him a
apparently
little
not
bit.
for him. Yeah.
But now he's in it. He's in
Yes.
it.
No, the same best friend came to me the year before.
Yeah.
We were playing basketball and she said, I found a guy and you're going to marry him. And I'm like, really? And she said, yeah, he has a girlfriend though. So we're going to have to work on that. And legitly, like a year later, I was dating him.
That's
so
hilarious.
She knew.
Oh, cool. And now you guys are going to have a baby.
Yes.
Yeah. May
6th.
May 6th.
So I'm 31 weeks right now.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So you've had a pretty crazy fitness journey yourself.
Yes.
You started out pretty unathletic, would you say?
Well, it wasn't okay. So I've always been athletic. I have some provincial medals in discus and volleyball and stuff like that.
Okay.
Came to university. I was a really competitive person, but then went to motion fitness. And as anybody knows, that's not competitive.
Yeah.
And I didn't really drink or have a good time in high school. So came here, you ate and drank a lot.
Freshman 40 or whatever.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
So I want to say 2013, 2014, I probably weighed in around 185, 190.
Crazy.
And then
And it was just from like university life, just from
yes, like I would say
eating poorly
and stress. Like you go from being a very important person in high school to a very non-important person and number in university.
Crazy.
So in the second year university, I got a job with my sister in Red Deer. Not necessarily with her, but with just a company out there. So I lived with her.
Yeah.
She went to regionals for CrossFit, was really into it.
Awesome.
So I decided to give it a go. And I remember the first workout, there was handstand push-ups and they're like, yeah, we're going to go upside down. It runs a little bit different. And I'm like, I am not going to go upside down.
Yeah.
So I ended up doing like push-ups from the knees on the floor, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, everybody starts somewhere. So that was definitely a beginning for me.
Yeah. So about 185. That's crazy.
Yeah.
So what was the key for you? What was it? Was it nutrition or just working out more, or like what did you do to kind of lose the weight?
But like, I think CrossFit definitely helped because it's competitive and it gives you like that, like
the mindset.
Yes, exactly. It's definitely the nutrition part too.
Yeah.
I was self-taught by learning through MyFitnessPal of just tracking and self-tracking and sort of learning. We were just discussing because Jocelyn's doing her course, but learning like what potatoes are, that 2 tablespoons of peanut butter that you think is 2 tablespoons of peanut butter
Seriously
is not.
Yeah. That's probably the most deceptive thing. You think like, oh yeah, this is probably about 2 tablespoons. And if you actually measure it out, it is alarming how small 2 tablespoons.
Exactly.
Like, apparently I'm eating 2 cups of peanut butter when I eat peanut butter.
No, exactly. So it was a lot of self-teaching.
Yeah.
I brought Janelle along for the ride.
That's awesome. Was she heavier too or no?
Yes.
I don't remember.
So Janelle used to be a little bit heavier
That's
too.
crazy.
We call it fluffy in our family.
Right.
Yes.
What's that comedian? Something Iglesias.
Oh, you would
There's
know
a
better
guy.
than me.
Yeah, I don't know.
But yes, so then I guess the question got asked in class the other day, how long I've been doing it.
Yeah.
It's now 8 years, which is crazy.
8 years of CrossFit.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Did you went in Red Deer for a little while?
I went with there for 4 months.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did there. And then, I transferred, came here when school started in 3rd year. And I remember we Googled whatever was close, and CrossFit was close to us at that time.
Yeah.
So I brought Ray and Janelle with me. And as Ray would say, she's the most unathletic person ever. So I don't know how she's keep going, but no, they both stayed, and we both brought people along the way. So it's been great.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Life-changing.
Exactly.
So you found it through family and friends, which is probably the most common thing. That's what most people do. What do you remember of your first, little while in CrossFit? Did you ever have that like, holy shit?
I don't know if I've ever, is it Kelly with the kettlebell swings and pull-ups?
No, that's Eva. The running kettlebell swings and pull-ups. Yeah.
Yeah. So I remember
big,
that
long
one being hard because I remember the blue kettlebell wasn't even a thing then and bands for everything.
Yeah.
I don't specifically remember my first workout though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Eva's a big one. That's a long workout.
Yeah. So there weren't long. Nothing was I liked about long workouts then, but now those are like my favorite kind of workouts. So
That's awesome. Funny. What's your favorite movement?
So actually on that topic, I don't know if I have a favorite movement. I like deadlifts and I like double unders.
Yeah.
Both things I can't really do right now.
Yeah.
But I would say more like grinder workouts or grinder partner workouts, which is really funny because then I partner with Mike, who hates grinder workouts and grinder partner workouts. But I don't know. I just like the feeling of pushing yourself.
Yeah.
And the quick 3-minute burners, which are Mike's favorite, are not my favorite.
We were talking about you, and the Open 22.2 that just came out was the deadlifts and burpees on the bar. Yeah. And we were both like, that would have been a real good
yes.
non-pregnant Kelsi workout. It's too bad, but I'm sure you'll get to do it at some point.
Exactly.
What's your least favorite movement?
I'm not a thruster person, but I'm not bad at thrusters. Yeah. So I wouldn't say that could be like terrible.
Yeah. You can
chest to bar. I'm as like singles. I would say that.
Yeah. Chest to bar.
Bar muscle ups are more fun to me than chest to bar.
What's fun, like I'm pretty comfortable with pull-ups and stuff, and I love pull-ups and I love bar muscle ups, but for whatever reason, chest to bar pull-ups are always so much worse for me. Mm-hmm. It's just, they're so much harder.
And I think it's because I now butterfly pull-ups, and then I don't link a lot of bar muscle ups. Right. So it's like, what am I training? Yeah. So I need to work on working on chest to bar for sure.
Just got to keep doing them while you're pregnant and aggressively loading the weight vest you're wearing.
I guess I should say right now I'm not hanging from a bar. So eventually I will do that.
One day when baby allows it again.
Yeah.
We're going to do a few random questions.
Sure.
These were supposed to be rapid fire, but I'm too slow to go rapid fire. Are you a pineapple on pizza person?
Yes.
Yes. Good answer.
Yeah.
Like all the time?
No. I love Una pizza. Yeah. That was like more my go-to in a fire grill, that sort of thing. But we also make like pita pizzas, like your own topping on a pita at home. But I will put pineapple on that. Nice. Yes.
That's good. Yeah. I like sweet and spicy together, so I put banana peppers on when I use pineapple. It's good.
I like those on sandwiches.
Yeah. Yep. That's great. Are you an early bird or a night owl?
Early bird.
Early bird?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
9 o'clock I'm in bed, I think.
Oh, really?
Yes.
And are you asleep by like short after, or
9:30?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's great.
So what time do you wake up in the morning? Just on your own?
Not as early anymore, but 6:30. Usually we're at work by like 7:30ish.
That's pretty good.
So yeah, I'd rather be done early.
Yeah.
And then at home chilling at night.
Yeah. So I'm sure you're sleeping more because you are making a human.
Yes.
That's hard work.
Yes.
I've heard. I've never done it myself, but I've heard.
You could try, but I don't know if you'd be successful.
I don't think it's going to work. I wouldn't even know how to start. Chocolate or vanilla?
Chocolate.
Chocolate.
Used to be always a vanilla, and then Mike has changed me.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I love I don't know. It's good.
Yeah. I'm more of a vanilla person, but that's okay. Are you a country music fan?
It's okay.
Yeah.
I'll listen to it and like I know it, but not that I'm not a Pat that would play it in class to listen to put everybody through it, because I think you have to be a fan or not a fan.
Yeah, I think so too. So what's your choice of music?
Okay, so I don't have a choice of music. I like playing like, what'd you call them? What are mashups?
Mashups. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah, you turned us on to what's it called?
Big Booty Mix
Big
or
Booty
whatever.
Mix, yes.
Yes. So it just plays a bunch of songs. I get bored really fast. Yeah. So I feel like that's my kind of music.
And DJ Role Model, was that you as well? That's
another one.
Yeah. Those are both really good.
I like, especially for a workout. I don't know. I like constant music. So
well, if you're doing like a 20-minute workout and you're doing full songs, you only get like
three or four songs. Yeah.
But
exactly.
If you do the mashup, you get all kinds of stuff.
Exactly.
There you go. Are you a beer or wine person when you're
when I'm drinking? Wine. But to be honest, I don't really drink that.
Yeah.
No.
Red wine or white wine?
Red wine.
Red wine?
Yep. It's good.
Salty or sweet?
Salty right now.
Yeah.
Popcorn with a bunch of salt on it now.
Are you having any weird pregnant things that you never used to like?
So in the first trimester, I could eat every fruit. I think I could eat like a whole bowl of apples and be totally fine with it. But no, I've been good.
Yeah.
I am pretty consistent. Not like Bonnie was telling me how she could drink a whole jug of orange juice every single day. So no, I'm not going going through that, which is good.
That's good. You're not craving paper or something.
No.
That's like a real thing. Some people are,
really?
There's some, I don't want to call it a disorder because I'm sure it's like something hormonal, but there's literally cases of people where they crave eating paper or like drywall mud, like all kinds of weird things. Yeah, I don't know.
How do you even know what that tastes like?
I don't think you do. I think it's just like your brain is
smell,
confused. Maybe. I don't know. I could really go from some drywall mud right now. Like what?
I feel like that's a weird fetish.
Maybe. Jocelyn was like, she doesn't drink milk or anything, and she was all about chocolate milk for a while.
Oh, really?
At one point, yeah. Yeah, now she can't drink it at all. There's no way.
Well,
That's
if
weird.
She's drinking it again, then that's not a good sign
Yeah.
for you.
Yeah, no kidding. Hey, we can be done with that. So you've been with BRIO for a long time. When did you get into coaching? Was it like 3-4 years ago?
Yeah, probably around there.
Yeah.
Yep.
What made you want to coach?
The community.
Yeah.
I really enjoy getting to know everybody.
Yeah.
And being able to contribute to, I guess, their success and their wanting to
Yeah.
contribute, to continue.
For sure.
Like, I feel like a coach is a big part if you like them enough, or like them more, or if they'll help you, or they contribute so much to like the atmosphere of the class.
Yeah.
That I just like getting to know people and helping them along the way.
Yeah. I feel like especially because you've had your own journey of
Yeah.
weight loss and everything, for sure.
Exactly.
And I bet you a lot of people don't even know that, because
No,
I totally
I've-
forgot that it
I've
was
never
like
been
that.
here too long that I think people,
Yeah.
we were actually talking about the floor at BRIO, how
Yeah.
it used to be gray,
The gray square in the
and
middle.
how we used to like go around and
Yeah.
warm up our squats in our
Yeah.
max today.
Yeah.
And I'm like, man, that was probably 3 years ago we got rid of it.
I know, it's crazy how fast time goes.
So
We've changed it's funny because we had our original location for 4 years, and then we
Yeah.
moved into our new location, but it feels like we've had 5 or 6 different gyms just because we've rearranged that place so many different times now. But
I like the way it is right now.
me too.
And
Always-
it worked with all the squares.
yeah, COVID was no problem.
Exactly.
It was fine. We were already set up for it. So yeah, that's good. You did your level 1 recently with Mike?
Yeah, we did
And-
it. Gosh, it would be like a year ago now.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did it in Red Deer also.
How'd you find that experience?
It was surprising. I didn't realize how many beginners go to L1s just to learn how to squat.
Yeah.
But then I think because the more CrossFit gyms I attend, the more I realize that ours is held to a very high standard.
Yeah.
Like, this is how you squat, this is how you deadlift, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
So a lot of people went just to learn, which I think is great.
Yeah.
But a lot of people are getting very similar things at our gym, which I think is great
Yeah.
too, because they're already paying for it, right?
Yeah.
So it was surprising, but really good to like think about foundations and how we should be teaching it and that sort
Yeah.
of thing.
That's awesome. Are you a test person or no? Do you like tests?
I made it through engineering, so.
Yeah.
But now, no. Then, yes. Now, no.
Yeah.
I am very much a memorizer.
Are you?
So the L1 book, definitely read. I'm not a winger.
Yeah. Did you read it a bunch of times?
I think I read it once
Yeah.
and then like read through stuff the night before for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool. When I did my level 1, it was forever ago.
Yeah.
And it was not alarming. It was crazy how many people were like, oh, I heard about CrossFit, so I thought I'd come and do the level 1. It's
Exactly.
like, you've never even tried CrossFit before and you're going to pay $1,000 to like, that's amazing.
No, that's exactly
commitment.
how I felt. So I was just like, I was just like, you could pay for a year membership
Yeah.
and like get that through there. But it depends where they came from. So
Yeah. I think it's a good experience for anybody. Like it's just the people that do it are so good at, sharing the concepts and just like making you feel like you're part of something special. And
Yeah.
I think it's worth it for sure. But yeah, it's definitely a big investment.
yeah, during my L1, that was when Jocelyn just started.
Yeah.
And we were in our squat group. And she's like, okay, I need somebody to demo. Kelsi, you can demo for me. And she takes me to the wall. And if people know that I don't have the best mobility.
Yeah.
She's like, oh, yeah, Kelsey's going to struggle with this because of her ankle mobility.
Yeah.
So it was funny as she was like walking me through and I'm like shaking to try and keep my chest up. And she's like, yeah, it's like explaining. I'm like, yes, I have heard all of this in class, but I'm a good demo.
Yeah. That's funny. It's good to be the demo.
When
It's
you
like-
know somebody.
Yeah.
Exactly.
When we went down to the CrossFit Games once, we went to a K-Star little mini seminar thing, and he like saw me in the crowd and was like, "You come up here," and I was like, "Ah, fuck." And he really did like rip me apart with my shoulder,
Yeah.
my like douchebag shoulders, he called them.
Yeah.
And but it's like, honestly, I'm working for free with this guy who is like internationally known now, and he's like, using me as an example to show all the corrections and stuff. And it's like embarrassing at the time, but like, it's pretty valuable. It's awesome.
Exactly. You're getting free training.
Yeah.
So
It's great.
yeah.
With like the famous K-Star. It was cool. But douchebag shoulders, I mean, come on.
You're like, please use a different word next time.
He's just.
But you remember at the same time.
I do. I'll always remember that. Are you planning on CrossFitting your whole pregnancy?
Yes. I could only have 8 weeks left, but
that's crazy, hey?
I know.
Wow.
So I did it the whole time, which, as my grandmas would say, are you sure you want to lift weight?
Yeah.
But yeah, no, every trimester is different. The first one is like, nobody knows.
Yeah.
And you're just sluggish.
Yeah.
And I remember Suzanne telling me that she's like, yeah, I knew you were pregnant because you were really sluggish on a couple workouts. I'm like, perfect. Exactly. But then the second trimester, you feel great, but then you shouldn't be pushing yourself like you should, but at the same time. And then now it's just hard.
Yeah. You start to lose some of the movements.
Yeah. It's just
can't really
hard.
box jump anymore. You're not going to be doing rope climbs, but
yeah, exactly.
the cool thing is it's infinitely scalable. So whether somebody is 100 pounds overweight or, 8 months pregnant or whatever, like we can make a workout work for them.
Well, yesterday I can't take things off the floor anymore. So I stacked plates for my snatches so that it could be like my mid shin. I keep hitting things.
That's fine.
And I'm like, to Todd beside me who has back issues, I'm like, Todd, this is a great scale for you. Yeah. And he tried it. He's like, oh no, this is great. So it's like funny how like now I'm learning things that I can now apply to them.
Yeah.
So
no, that's awesome.
Yeah, exactly.
And you don't have to worry about running or anything. That was always a problem.
Exactly.
Pregnant people.
Yeah. The ski ergs are great.
Yeah.
I like them.
Yeah. That's cool. Mm-hmm. So what is your sort of like main reason for doing CrossFit? What's your why?
I'm addicted now.
You're addicted now. Yeah.
It's been 8 years, but my reason why is just longevity. I think. Yeah. Now that Mike would do it with me, I remember, I guess I never talked about this, and I don't know if he did. I haven't watched it yet, and he won't tell me. But I took him to a CrossFit class in Yorkton.
Yeah.
And because we were down in Melville for holidays or whatever.
Yeah.
And I was teaching him how to clean. And he's like, this is the dumbest movement. I will never do this again, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
And then like a month later, I was talking about, I think, a clean or something. And he's like, I can do that. So then he brought it along. So that's sort of what motivated him to come. But just like wherever we go, like we go to Moose Jaw or Melville or Red Deer, and we always now do a workout. And that's just like the focus now of, it's a lifestyle change.
Yeah, that's awesome.
It's just great.
He did actually tell us about.
Did he? There you go. So now everybody gets to recap.
We should compare the two versions of the story and be like, Mike was like, I was instantly good at. No, just kidding.
Yeah. But then I brought him to bring a friend at West.
Yeah.
And I think it was rowing and wall balls, which he's like really good at now. And we sat on the couch for 5 hours after that. So
it's funny how far it comes.
Exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
It's awesome. So longevity is part of your life.
Yes.
I remember when Mike was first starting and you guys were pushing him to get going, and it's funny. We've noticed that if there's a couple and the girl starts first, it's always like pulling tooth and nail to get the guy to come.
Yeah.
But if the guy comes first and really enjoys it, like usually his wife is right on it, And I don't know if it's that.
Is it an ego thing?
I don't know. I don't know if it's just that women are more comfortable like doing CrossFit or group training classes, whereas guys tend to like want to do their own thing. I don't know what it is, but
I think that's like the most, whenever I talk about it, like I guess at work or whatever, everybody's like, well, how was it ran? And I'm like trying to explain it like a spin or like a step. But like, I'm like, I don't know how else to explain it to you to be like, it's not necessarily female orientated. Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah. I think a lot of people hear group training and they picture like a jazzercise or
that's
like
exactly
a cardio pump class or whatever. And it's definitely different. There's way more barbells. You're never going to find a barbell in a jazzercise class. Yeah. No, that's awesome. Yeah, I guess that's all I got for you.
Oh, really? That was good. So that was easy.
We were like fast and efficient,
Oh, that's good.
Just like in your workouts, you're just fast and efficient.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for sitting down with us. Kelsi and Mike share Tuesday nights and random other times, and we'll see what happens with the baby coming. maybe you'll be working full time just to get away from the kid, just to.
Yeah, Mike can have his own time at home. Sounds good to me.
And you guys aren't finding out. You guys are keeping
No.
it a surprise.
Yeah, everybody gets to find out soon enough.
Yeah.
So
People always say it's a surprise just that it's a baby, but I don't know. You guys are patient.
yes.
Did you do like a color in the room or anything?
No, we painted it gray.
Oh yeah.
I was saying that
That's
we did
safe.
it this weekend, and I hate painting.
Yeah.
I don't know how you keep changing the gym.
I like to keep busy.
Yeah.
That's fun. Awesome. Thank you again. And thanks for watching, everybody.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.